Alright, so before we get started on the tutorial, there's two settings you're going to want to change in your YouTube video. The first one is this little settings bar. So click right here and then change it from auto to the 720, and after that click on this box right here and that'll make it full screen. Okay, so this tutorial will use the standards-based report to analyze performance on district, site, and teacher-created assessments to identify areas of strength and weakness. And we're going to circle the grade level that is the majority of the students in your first period class. So if you have primarily 10th graders, you would circle this right here. And then when you get logged into EDAMS, we will hover over the reports, group reports, and then click on standards-based reports. And we'll be using Miss Woodard's first period class, so we want to change this from all periods to period 1, and then we'll hit the next button. And this screen is asking us to choose the test that we want to look at. So a lot of different options here. There are many assessments in EDAMS, so this is why having the test ID number is convenient. Anytime a teacher or a district curriculum team creates an assessment in EDAMS, it assigns it a test ID number. So in this class there are primarily 10th graders, so I'm going to type in the test ID. And then I'll hit go, and the test pops up, and I hit view report, and we start off with a pretty basic report. This gives us a good idea of how the students scored overall and then how they did on each strand. If you had a constructed response part embedded in this test, that would show up right here, but for multiple choice tests the overall percentage would be in this column. And if you scroll up to the top of the screen and click on this drop down, there's a whole bunch of different options for the various reports that are available in EDAMS, but for this one we're going to use the bystander report. And on this screen we have the standard description, the percentage of this particular standard on the CST, and then the percentage of students that got the answer or the standard correct and incorrect. And then you'll notice, depending on the number of questions that are on the test, the individual questions would show up right after that. Same format. And then over here we have the correct answer highlighted in bold, and then the percentage of students that chose the different distractors. So what we'd want to look at is the high percentage of students choosing a particular distractor might lead you to identify some steps that the kids were missing out when they were choosing that answer. Alright, so to work on questions 7, 8, and 9, we'll be using this report. And question 7 says, which two standards did students do the best on? So this is sorted by low performance to high performance. So we'll go down here to the bottom. And we could see in this case, 96% of the students got this standard correct, and there was only one question. And then 92.9% of the students got this standard correct. So these would be the two standards that students did the best on. And then if we go up to the top, these would be the two standards that students struggled with. And to answer question number 9, we would look over here to percent correct, and then it says what distractor or incorrect answer did students choose the most. So if we look at this question right here, the majority of students that didn't get this answer correct chose A, and as a classroom teacher I would pull out the actual test and try and identify some reasons why the kids were choosing A as opposed to the correct answer of C. Okay, and that wraps up questions 7, 8, and 9 using the standards-based report to analyze performance on district, site, and teacher-created assessments. And once again, if you go up here to the select report, you can do the by item report, and that might be helpful if you're looking at the test and just want to look at particular questions. And there are a whole bunch of different options here.